Geopolitical risk is shifting. Instability has fractured governments across Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Nepal. This isn't coincidence, it's a pattern, often using regime change techniques linked to the US, signaling that India is the intended target. China's strategy is physical leverage, the string of pearls. It's a network of commercial ports and maritime partnerships, securing sea lines and, from India's perspective, creating a strategic encirclement. Projects like the long-term lease of Hambantota port in Sri Lanka exemplify this debt-fueled influence. Nepal, once a buffer, is now a key battleground. The recent resignation of PMKP Sharma Oli after mass youth protests and the deployment of the Nepal army exposes domestic politics to intense external pressures. Global strategic interests are now dictating the street-level order in Kathmandu. The US counter-strategy often uses development aid to influence political outcomes. While grants have been axed like the US $29 million intended for Bangladesh's political landscape, the decision to continue funding the Millennium Challenge Compact in Nepal signals Washington's intent to keep Kathmandu under watch. The true pivot point lies in the Bay of Bengal, near the maritime corridor where three-fourths of global shipping trade passes. The battle for St. Martin's Island in Bangladesh became emblematic. Former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina claimed her ouster traced back to her refusal to allow a US military base there. Washington's goal: control the Bay of Bengal to underpin India and counter China. In parallel, US military presence is rising in Dhaka, establishing a potential supply base near the Myanmar border to assist the Arakan army. In Bangladesh, dependency is built even when full investment isn't delivered. While China pledged $40 billion, only a fraction has been disbursed. Meanwhile, the trade deficit is massive, and loans often carry short 10 to 15-year repayment terms, a firmer grasp on sovereignty. From state visits to big-ticket infrastructure, China and Sri Lanka reaffirmed a strategic cooperative partnership in January 2025. China now holds significant stakes in Sri Lanka's key coastal projects, including the long-term lease of Hambantota Port and the Colombo Port City development. On the other hand, the US, recognizing China's strong foothold, has responded with its own projects, such as a $553 million deep-water container terminal at Colombo, via US International Development Finance Corporation, DFC, positioning itself as an alternative to Chinese financing. Geopolitics is the ultimate market signal. The turmoil in South Asia, fueled by debt, aid, and strategic territory, is the new baseline for risk assessment. Pay attention to Kathmandu. It's the front row seat to the great game reloaded.